Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So what we are doing today I'm going to show you guys my BPL 2015 fantasy football team. So what you're seeing on screen now at the left hand side is a code to join my league, which is the BenHD YouTube league. So I will go over that at the end of the video, but first of all what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk you through my team for the upcoming season to start out with. So you can see it on screen now. So in there I have Petr Cech. I think that will be a safe option to go for in there, as I think he'll do well at Arsenal, and it's just a safe bet. He's 5.5 million, so I think he'll do well for me this season. Then I decided to go for a back three because whenever I seem to go for a back four, defenders always seem for me to be very hit and miss going into a new season, so I just decided to go for a back three of Bellerin, Font and Schlupp. So I've gone for Bellerin as I think that he will be Arsenal's #1 right back this season. So, and he's also, because he did very well at the later end of last season, so I think that he'll be their #1 going into this season. And you know, he's a very fast player and he's going to be bombing up the wing for Arsenal and hopefully grabbing an assist and a goal now and again. So I've also gone for Jose Fonte, as Southampton were very solid in defence last season, and he is obviously their captain, so he's guaranteed to start pretty much all the games for them in the coming season, so that's very good indeed. And I've also gone for Jeffrey Schlupp, a cheap alternative, but the reason I've gone for him is because he does play on the wing for Leicester quite a bit, so that means that he will be getting in crosses and hopefully getting quite a lot of assists as well. So from a defender on the game, he'll get more points for getting assists, if that makes sense. So going into my midfield, I have a midfield 5, and I have decided to go for Cabaye, Hazard, Sanchez, Sigurdsson and Sterling. By far my midfield is the strongest part of my team, so I decided to go for Yohan Cabaye, obviously Crystal Palace's new signing, new centre mid from PSG, as I think that he will be taking their set pieces this season, so he's pretty much guaranteed to get points from taking corners, taking free kicks and stuff like that, so hopefully he'll be grabbing assists from them, and also he'll be getting quite a few goals as well, which should be encouraging indeed. Then I've gone for Hazard for obvious reasons, player of the year last season. He's pretty much guaranteed to get points if he stays injury free. Same reason for Sanchez as well. I decided to go with Sanchez as my captain, as I think that this season Sanchez will, I think he'll push on from his very good opening season in the Premier League last season, Sanchez, and I think he'll double that and do even better this season, which is why I have him as my captain. Then I also have Gylfi Sigurdsson from Swansea in my midfield, and the reason I have him is because he was he got a lot of points last season, and the reason for that is he gets a lot of assists for Swansea. Last season he got 10 assists for Swansea and 7 goals, so that's the reason I put him in there. I think he'll be even more important for Swansea this season since they don't have Wilfred Boney for the entirety of the season, so I think Sigurdsson will be pivotal for Swansea's success for this season, and that's the reason I put him in there. And then my final midfielder, a bit of a controversial one, but I have decided to throw Raheem Sterling in there. The big money move he got to Man City, I honestly think he will do well at City, and so that is the reason I put him in there. I think that City will go in a title charge this season, they'll try and win it back, and I think that Sterling will play a big role in that, and I genuinely think he'll be a starting 11 for City for the upcoming season. Then my two strikers, I have the two Belgians up front. I have Romelu Lukaku and Christian Benteke. So both of these are a bit risky, to be honest. They're not safe bets like going for someone like Aguero or Costa or something, or Harry Kane, but the reason I've gone for these is they are fairly cheap, and obviously I spent a lot of money on my midfield. So the reason I've gone for these, Lukaku, I'm hoping that last season he didn't really have the season he wanted to at Everton, being his first season there, being a permanent player there, so I'm hoping this season he'll kick on from that. He knows the club now maybe a bit more, and I think Everton in general will do a lot better this season, as they've got no Europa League to worry about, which I think that will mean Lukaku will have a much better season this year. As for Christian Benteke, I think he will be Liverpool's #1 striker this season, with Sturridge out injured for the time being, so I'm thinking that Liverpool will be relying on Benteke to score goals, since I don't think Ings, Balotelli or Lambert will be providing them. I think Benteke will be their #1 man. They'll be feeding balls into him, and I'm thinking that he will be the player that will score all the goals for them. in the coming season, guys. So that is my starting 11. Just ignore the bench. It's not the bench I've just cheaped out on. I've just got the cheapest players from each position, as I normally do that. I normally spend a lot of money on my starting 11. So on the bench I've got Schwarzer, Senderos, Turner and Hooper. So not a strong bench at all, but it's all about that starting 11. So let me know what you guys think of my team in the comments down below, guys, and also let me know what your team is. I'm very interested to know. So the league I'm doing this year, guys, I thought I would get you guys involved a bit more this year, and so what I decided to do, I decided to start a league for all of you guys and me. So it'll be pretty fun to see who is the best at fantasy football. So if you've not got an account, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go sign up to it. It's really good fun, and basically you get points for how well your players play each game week, and then whoever has the most points at the end of the season wins the league. So as you can see at the side of the screen, there is the code you will need to sign up for my league this season, guys. So I'll leave a link in the description as well, so you can sign up for it pretty easily. So yeah, let me know if you sign up as well in the comments down below, as I'll be interested to know how many of you are signing up for it. So that will wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, and I will see you all in the next one.